Gemini, welcome to your in-depth version of yours and theirs. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous, and Happy New Year's to you. Let's jump on into it. Show me what I need to see, please, for Gemini in their person. Show me Gemini. I do want to take a moment to thank the Gemini Collective for being so mentally tough. Let me tell you, you've had some rough readings, and everybody does. Everybody does. The difference between the Gemini Collective and some other folks we will not name: your reaction can often be steadfast, appreciative, and insightful, so I thank you for that. Because I know, honey, you can have some complex ones. So, I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate your thoughtfulness and your insightfulness and your ability to keep yourself in check when you hear some of the harder bits, because real tarot is real life. I see the happy stuff, but I also see the hard stuff. So, I appreciate you. And I appreciate your ability to kind of weigh up the situation and see yourself in it, or how you don't, in a way that's calm and respectful. Again, thank you. What's going on, please? Show me what I need to see, please, for Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person, please. Show me Gemini in their person. We're going to start with your side of the board, but like always, take what resonates, leave it as not, reverse energies as it applies. More so with yours and theirs, as the energy interchange and exchange is rapid, or it can be rapid. So there'll be times when I'm saying this is you, but it could be them, and vice versa. All right. Intuition, the High Priestess, beautiful. Seven of Cups, Fool. Bye. Have fun. That's great. You have no idea, because as I was referring to in your opening, I am highly aware of how rough some of your readings have been. So to see this kind of lighthearted energy for you today, oh, it just makes me so happy. I don't care what I see from now on. I don't care. Stick with that baseline. I love this. I love this about you. I love your energy today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your intuition, boom, baby. It's here. Seven of Cups. Possibly options in love, or just opening your heart up. I don't know. I don't care. You seem to be open to life, and that's all I care about. Gemini was looking at 2023, and they said, yeah, so let's do it. Let's do it. I don't care what I see. I don't care. I don't care. Take this energy with you. It will serve you well. It is beautiful. The High Priestess, your sense of feeling, intuition, your internal guidance system that is like your internal GPS that says go this way when you typically go that way. It says look at that when you typically wouldn't bother. It's on point. You're looking at something, feeling things intuitively, and by God, you're open to it, baby. Hell yeah. I love this. Who's surrounding you? Possibly. Six of Cups. Temperance, the Hierophant. Somebody wants to make peace with you. Fantastic. Bye. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Somebody wants to make peace with you. We have some heavy Sagittarius, Taurus energy. That doesn't have to mean anything, but it is here. I got some Six of Cups. We got some soul-bound energy here. Temperance. We want to heal a connection that's important to us. The Hierophant. I don't know what level of commitment this is, but it is in that respect of I'm here and I'm showing up for it. Okay, this person says I'm here and I'm showing up. All right. Let's see if there's any shared energy here. The King of Swords, Ten of Cups, Strength. All you know is that you want to be happy. You know this. You've determined upon this. Now, I am saying this as your kind of singular figure here with the King of Swords. But the Ten of Cups, you want emotional harmony. You know this. You resolved upon this. You have a certain strength of will. You have a certain strength of character that says, I got this. I'm on top of the world. Fuck yeah, Gemini. Seriously. I mean, you've been here. If you're my subscribers, hello. It's nice to see you again. If you're brand new, let me tell you something. The Gemini readings for the past months have been heavy. Now, let me give you my little, let's see, overall Knight of Swords taking action. Hell yeah. Good energy for you. Like always, very consistent with your sword. Now, when it comes to the difficult readings, like I said, all collectives have them. And typically, I will see somebody or a collective go like this, and it takes a long time to kind of plateau, even out, and then come back up. Say for like a collective sign like Aries or Sag, they kind of go through that cycle much faster. Some of you hang in there longer. Eventually the energy breaks and it improves. When you hit bottom, you have nowhere to go but up. So Gemini's been down here for a long time, and I appreciate your patience, and I know the collective was going through some shit. But today I'm either A, turning into a different group of Geminis, thank you, or B, and this is what I'm leaning towards, more of you started making decisions. And when we start making decisions that are in our best interest, our energy starts to free up. It starts saying, yes, I can. I can change my mind. I can change direction. I can change myself. I am the master of my destiny. I am the author of my book. Right? So this, when I tell you this is refreshing and I'm excited for you, that's what that means. Will I see some bullshit on clarification? Uh-huh. Yeah. Is that normal? Yeah. Is that life? Yes. Is this fabulous optimistic energy that says it's open to life? Yes. I love it. I do. I love it. Let's keep on keeping on. I like this a lot. We'll start here with the Knight of Swords. Let's see how you are taking action and or communication, possibly both. In your overview, show me that Knight of Swords, please. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. I know a lot of you were like, Christina, calm down. Honey, have you seen the readings for your collective? No. I am rejoicing for you. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. Show me this Knight of Swords, please. Show me the action and or communication. Show me the action and or communication. For Gemini, show me the action and or communication. It may not be you, but let's go ahead and take a look. Show me that Knight of Swords, please. Now looking at Gemini, you're trying to take on the world, but energetically speaking, you're just saying, I'm good. I feel really good, Christina. I believe you. All right. The Hermit, you've done some healing, my love. Queen of Swords, it was a decision you made. For many of you, you felt there was too much conflict residing within you, so you decided to do something about it. Decisions. Powerful things. I told you, I strongly suspected my Gemini collective, or whoever you are in this world. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you're brand new, I hope you consider. We're a fun group over here at Sassy Scorpion Tarot. I'd like to think so. But many of you had made the literal, here's the active decision. You started, I don't know when, possibly at the new year, possibly around last Virgo season. I don't care. It was sometime relatively soon, possibly in the past several months. You said whatever conflict that was agitating you, pissing you off, making you angry, you said you were going to kill that. You said you were tired of it. You were sick of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't want to dwell on it because you don't either. You're looking very future-oriented to me. Some of you said 2023 is going to be my year. Whatever conflict is kicking around within me, whatever bullshit that's kicking around in me, or with somebody else, could be someone else here, could be done with a fellow air sign, does not have to be, but I'm seeing that twice as due. Heavy sword energy is here. Some of you might have some Virgo on your chart, could be connecting one. Not the point. You told me, okay, that's it. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the fighting me. I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of the drama, the whatever. I don't know. You're like, I don't want to feel it anymore. It's a big jerk circle. It just keeps going around and around like... I said what I said. Have a little laugh. Sorry, guys, I'm a real person, and I use real expressions. Which reminds me, Auntie Karen just taught me a new one. Hi, Karen. She is a fantastic reader. She is also Gemini, and I love it. She's Southern. I believe you're Southern. You have that accent, so I harmonize with you in that respect. And you taught me that fantastic phrase, asshat. I've really enjoyed that. I've been using it ever since. She's awesome, you guys. Check her out. So yeah, in this respect is like you got tired of said asshat energy. So you decided to do something about it. There's too much conflict within me or around me. I'm sick of it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. Not this year. Not today, bro. So you killed it. You killed it. You solved it. You looked whatever was within you. It feels very much like it was coming from within. And simply because of all that heavy sword energy here. In that respect, I know there's a fight in me. And I'm kind of tired of fighting myself on this. I'm repeating it, and I'm frustrated, and I'm angry, and guess what? I don't want to be frustrated and angry. I don't want to be. Let's fix it. So you did. You pulled out your Hermit. You said, I'm going to fix this. I'm resolved upon this. And so you started taking action towards that. Whatever has been causing you chafing, frustration, anger, you did away with it. Or you've been hacking away at it since the beginning of the year. Possibly since last Virgo season, not the point. Let's keep on keeping on. It worked wonders because your High Priestess is out. You started looking at things differently with that Seven of Cups, and then whew, the Fool. I'm feeling fresh. Yes. I'm feeling fresh. Like I just got out of the shower fresh. Show me. Show me the High Priestess, please. Show me the High Priestess. Show me the High Priestess. Show me the High Priestess. For Gemini, show me the High Priestess, please. For Gemini. You know, when we kill that, everything begins within you. So if you felt that you had conflict within you, then you were probably seeing it in your outside world too. And when you killed the conflict from within, you started to see how stuff resolved on the outside, didn't you? Isn't that beautiful? You know what? I'm going to fix my stuff. And then it became easier to deal or not deal with the stuff that was surrounding you. The High Priestess, Magician, Knight of Wands, the Empress. Baby, you go. Just go. Don't look back. Go. Don't look back. Don't look back. Oh, that's beautiful. Do you see that? Do you see this? Do you see the magnificence that is you? Look at the High Priestess here, clarified by the Magician, the Knight of Wands, the Empress. You have beautiful energy within you, outside of you. You want to express it to a special somebody. I could say that the Empress is you. I have every reason to believe so. Your energy is quite cohesive. It's quite very much in alignment with itself. You know what you're pulling in. You are pulling in literally a passion for life, a love of self, and it's beautiful. Your intuition is here. I love this energy so much. This is beautiful. You're like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly who I want. And my love and my passion are very much in alignment with my goals. And I do believe for some of you, this is you. And you're just embodying all these beautiful traits and characteristics, in which case, bravo. Excellent. Beautiful. Keep on. And for others of you, your energy is pointed at someone who's very important to you. It could be a significant other. Typically, when I see the Empress, as most tarot readers do, it's almost always more than 60% of the time it points out to someone else outside of you. That person's important to me. And for others of you, considering how well your energy is doing, your High Priestess, the Empress is you. You're open to love, unconditional love. You're highly productive. You have very strong feeling, energy. Your energy's on point. You want more of it, actually. He's like, I want more of me. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that, and it's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want more of that delicious intuition, that fiery energy, and that sense of, I know what my worth and value is, thank you. And for some of you, it is a person. You love your person very much. You have a great deal of energy towards them, and they hold a very significant role in your life. Heavy maternal energy here. It does not have to be female, but someone who's terribly protected and really personifies that sense of unconditional maternal love. All right, Seven of Cups, please. Opening ourselves up towards options and what or who? I don't know. We'll see. I can't quite tell. We're going to jump on over here to this person. That's going to tell me. If you're the Emperor, sure, it's them. For others of you, I don't know. It could be both. Could be both, honey. You're both the Empress and also tied to someone of some significance, too. For sure. Show me that Seven of Cups, please, for Gemini. Show me that Seven of Cups, please, for Gemini. Show me that Seven of Cups, please, for Gemini. Queen of Pentacles. Tower. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, you want to make some changes in your home energy. Okay. Your sense of comfort and care. There's some things in here that you want to do for yourself that are personal to you, and you kind of feel like it's something that you need to do. So we're talking about home care, your personal sense of attention. There is some focus you want to put on yourself, and it's hitting you kind of hard right now. I don't quite know what that is, but it's in that respect of it's overdue or I'm overdue. You're kind of telling me that you're not gonna, I don't mean to reduce anyone to a car. When I'm saying if you were a car, you're saying like, I'm overdue for an oil change. I don't know where that's coming from. So if you have been in a place where you're kind of neglecting your physical health, wealth, and well-being, I want you to put a little bit more effort into that, because something's hitting your radar kind of hard that you need to change something about your personal space, and that you literally need to put more love, care, and attention into yourself. So if you have this beautiful energy surrounding you that is lovely and unconditional, and you just want more of it, and it's just hot and it's awesome and you're totally in love, fantastic. But when it comes to your personal space, congratulations to you on your healing. Okay? The frustrations, whatever that was. Over here, this is physical. This is coming across heavily as physical. Okay? So I want you to take care of your well-being. You got the kind of mental, emotional here. Physical. So for those of you who are like, I should probably start doing X, Y, and Z. Yes. Yes. You're literally saying this is probably overdue. That's my bad. So you might have neglected yourself a little bit. In other words, literally put more love into yourself. Literally put more love into yourself. You know this. It was coming. Now, hopefully, you know, some of you might have just gotten back from the doctors and you're like, well, Gemini, blood pressure's a little high, cholesterol's a little high. And you're like, yeah. It's kind of like that. So I need you to put more love, care, and consideration into yourself. Okay? This is literally your personal space and how you feel about yourself. So this is your physical well-being as well as your home space. All right? You know this. You knew this was coming. That's the Gemini I'm looking at. And you're like, yeah, I knew about that. I'm getting to it. You're Christina, I'm getting to it, okay? I'm getting to it. All right. I want you to take it seriously, though, because it is an active decision to take care of yourself. Physically. Not just emotionally, not just mentally, but physically, too. And that includes your house space. So if you feel you've been a little neglective of your home, let me tell you something. How you care about your home speaks volumes about how you take care about yourself. Okay, so your physical space. All right? If you've been meaning to take care of X, Y, and Z, I want you to take care of X, Y, and Z. You need to. Okay? Okay. And you're like, I'm open to it. I'm exploring those options, Christina. I'm going back to the gym. I'm going to get those repairs done. I said I would. I'm going to do it. Okay. But it is overdue. That spirit telling you, you're overdue for that oil change. Gemini, take care of yourself. I agree. You do need to take care of yourself. It's like I've been loving so hard. I got neglect. Well, all the more reason to take more care of yourself if someone's loving you that hard. Okay? Show me the Fool, please. 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 Show me that openness of spirit. Show me the Fool, please. I'm glad you have all this lovely love. But show that same love to yourself. Take care of yourself, honey. You only have your one body. You only have this one life. All right? The Devil, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. There is something in you here. For some of you, the 27th might be important, by the way, as well as the 15th. The Fool here, you are trying to open up, and there's something in here that you find a little scary, though. It's been on your mind for a while. What is this? It's something that you have been actively putting off. It might have to do with this. Can I get more on what this is, please? You're trying to remain open towards it like you know you're supposed to. You know you're supposed to, but you've been putting it off. Why? Why are you afraid of it? You're trying to open towards it, honey. You got the Fool. You're trying to open up towards something, but it scares you a little bit. You've been putting it off. What is this? What is this, please? What is this? What is this? You've been putting something off that's important to you, but you want to, though. Your spirit wants to, but then your mind kicks in and starts playing tricks on you. You say, put it off, put it off. What is this? King of Wands, something you're passionate about. Having to do with your relationship. Are you showing me Eight of Swords, King of Wands, the Four of Wands? A little bit of overthinking here. What's overdue in this relationship? Why? All this beautiful energy. I need you to stay in that flow of intuition, honey. You keep wanting to manifest more. What is this? What is it that you're putting off? You want to remain open towards it, but you're putting off. You're afraid of it. It has to do with your relationship. What is it that you can't see about the relationship? What is this? You're overthinking it? You're overthinking what you have? You're overthinking what you have sometimes? You want to remain open towards your relationship. No shit. Okay. No problem. But then you've been putting something off about it. What is this? Nine of Wands. The Moon. Knights of Swords. There's something in here about your relationship energy that you want to discuss and put it out in the open. It's important to you, but you've been putting it off. There's been something that you've been trying to bring forward. It's part of that Knight of Swords where you're taking action. I think it has to do or relate to this conflict that you've been trying to kill within you. And the thing is that you want to talk to your person about it, but you've been putting off that particular conversation. I don't know what that is, and this is very, very specific. It's very specific and terribly vague. You're like, the Fool. I'm open. I can do this. I've been conquering the frustrations within me. I feel stronger. I need to take care of myself more, admit that. But for the most part, I feel highly intuitively that what I've pulled in here, the love energy, how I feel good about myself, or I'm highly productive, that's a lot of love. That's a lot of good energy. But when it comes to the actual relationship, there's something in here that you would like to do, you would like to remain open towards, but you've been actively putting it off because it puts fear into you. You want to address it. You do. You don't quite know how to approach the subject. You want to tell the person who's in your relationship with you something important, but it kind of scares you because if you talked about it, you'd have to commit to it, right? I'm sorry for the vagueness. I'm trying to pin you down and I just can't. I just can't. I'm trying. They are showing me a healing element. There's something you want to talk to them about, but it's almost like you're afraid to bring it up. But it's important to you. There's a growing sense of importance discussion in you. Something that you want to address to the person, but you're afraid to bring it up. You have a lot of love here for this person. They have a lot of love for you too. Over here, yes, I would like to see you put more love into yourself. And it's kind of like it's time. And that might be one of the things that you want to do for yourself, but you don't know how to talk to the other person about it. I don't know. Let's take a look. There's something on your mind that has been for a long time. You want to talk about it. You want to bring it out into the world. You want to open up towards it, but you're kind of afraid to bring it up head on. But you want to. It's important to you. What's going on? Let's jump on over here to the other person. I don't know what that is. It might have to do with that bit about taking care of yourself. I don't know. What's up? What's up? If you are indeed in a loving, balanced, reciprocated relationship, you should be able to bring up the... I'm seeing this as something you're trying to build your energy up towards. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about it. I want it to, but not quite yet. Not quite yet. You have a fear response about bringing it up, but you want to. The need in you is growing bigger. What is it? It's going to come down to you as an individual Gemini, and that's if you resonate. And if it's that much of a secret, even you might have a hard time articulating the words for it. But you want it to come forward, and you think it will impact the other person. Okay. Some of the Six of Cups, the person whom you are either in a relationship, it looks like full-on commitment. It does. What is the Six of Cups, please? Show me this person, the Six of Cups. Surrounding Gemini, surrounding Gemini, surrounding Gemini. Well, honey, your energy started out so lovely and smooth. I am still excited for you. You've made the determination to have emotional balance and to be strong and forthright. Your energy is fabulous, so I don't want this to take away from you. You are, of course, showing me you're very complicated, very dualistic. Gemini energy. This is important to me? No, it's not. I can address this. No, I can't. It's important to me. It's not that important. You're doing that thing. Otherwise, back here, you were fluid, smooth. Okay? I want you to get back into this. And if you are truly in an unconditional, like, loving, supportive relationship, I want you to be able to open up. That's why they're there. That's why they're in their life. They're telling me they're committed to you, that they heal with you, and that there's someone of importance in your life. This is that person, the Four of Wands. The Lovers, there you are. You're very much in part of who... There's some conflict here, Five of Wands. It's attached to you. It's what you've been working on. Your little inside project that's been happening inside of you. It's you. That frustration in you. The Five of Wands. The one that you keep trying to heal, resolve, and told me that you're going to fix. You're going to fix. You're going to fix. You're going to fix. There's a frustration in here as it literally relates to that relationship. I'm now leaning towards commitment at this point, but that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a ring on the finger. It's just, you know, I'm with you, you're with me. That simple commitment relationship. We have an understanding, we're together. You and I. We're in a relationship, we're in a team. That's what I mean. Six of Cups, soul bond energy here. We've known this person a long time. We have a lot of love here. We have a lot of relationship energy here. You're in there, and that Five of Wands is still attached to you. Your person sees this to some extent. They see the fight in you. They see the frustration in you. They're acknowledging it under their energy. So they know that this struggle in you exists. What is this? What is this? It's going back to this too. There's that fight. you want to address it. You get close, then you back off. What is this fight? Your person sees it. They kind of see your inner dialogue. They're very used to it. They're used to your inner dialogue. What is this? What is the frustration? What is the fight that is attached to Gemini, please? The one that you said, this is my business. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to fix it. That's on me. What is this Five of Wands your person sees you struggle with? What is the Five of Wands? What is the Five of Wands? What is the Five of Wands? Knights of Cups. Ten of Cups. You feel like there is some healing here that you need to take place. Here's that Ten of Cups. You're showing me a lot of complexity today, honey. You're showing me I need to fix things with you, my person. You're showing me Temperance twice, Ten of Cups twice. There is something in you that says, if I could just fix this resolve in me, this frustration in me, my relationship would be perfect. Honey, they already love you to pieces. Whoever this is loves you to freaking pieces already. They're there. They're in there with you. There's something on your mind that you feel prohibits you from really enjoying the beauty that is your relationship that's already here. It's already here. That Five of Wands is attached to you not once but twice. I just want to know what's causing such a ruckus in you that you feel you have to kill to heal. It's this sense that I could be doing more in my relationship. I could be showing more. I could be feeling more. I could be expressing so much more. Honey, it's there. It's there. Trust it. It's there. This, I trusted. I didn't even question it. The energy was so smooth. I rejoiced for you, and I still do. It didn't start to get complicated until you, with the Fool, were trying to show me I'm trying to be more open. I'm trying to leave my doubts and fears and frustrations behind, and I'm trying to figure out a way to communicate that to my person. That I want to be more open to life, and that I want as much emotional enrichment between us as possible. And you feel like there's a conflict attached to you that keeps you from fully experiencing what's already here. Why? Show me Temperance. Show me Temperance. Show me Temperance. Does it feel like sometimes, honey, it's just so much? Like there's just so much emotional richness that sometimes it just completely fucks your head up? That does happen to people. Did you know that? Sometimes you can have so much emotional richness, you're like, what the hell? How did I get, what? Like, this is mine? This is all mine? And it can kind of throw us into this weird space of, this can't be right. This can't be right. Something's wrong. You know, I need a Blue's Clues about what sometimes we go out of our way to try to find something that's wrong when everything sometimes can be so very, very right that we don't trust it sometimes. And it's almost like, I wish I could kill this frustration in me so I can really enjoy the emotional richness that's already surrounding me. I want to know where that fight in you comes from. You want to talk about it, but you don't know how to talk about it. It's important to you, but then you say it's not. It's a resistance, and you're like, no, it's not resistance. It's just my problem. I got to work on it. I don't need to involve my person. Everything's good. What is it? Show me Temperance, please. This healing. It's like, do you really feel like you need to be doing more in this relationship or that you're supposed to be? Because there's just like, there's so much love here. You feel like you're not doing enough? Is that what that is? Show me Temperance. I help me, honey, put the pieces together. You and your big brain. Show me that. Three Cups. Connectivity. There's the Devil. The Chariot. Goodness me. What is that? Again, there's the fear. The fear of being able to bring the healing home between your heart and what you express in your movement. There's so much drive and ambition in you. There's so much drive and ambition in you. It's like, how can I get more? Am I doing enough? It's almost like an unnecessary fear that's plaguing you. And I'm not saying it's on you. What I'm saying, I'm drawing it back to you, even though I'm technically on your person's side, is because here's the Devil again. You might be connecting to Capricorn, in which case all is well. Don't fix what ain't broke. But it's like, honey, I just want you to calm down and enjoy the love that you have. You keep telling me, how can I push it further? How can I get more of it? And it's like you don't know how to express to your person. Sometimes you feel, and I'm not saying that this is true. What I'm saying is this is what's in your mind. This is what's in your fear space. Instead of enjoying the natural love that is clearly surrounding you. I think it sometimes overwhelms you. I think it very much overwhelms you sometimes. So much so that you doubt your contribution to it. Like, I'm not giving enough. I have to keep driving this further. I have to drive it further. I have to drive it further. I have to keep the love between us fresh. What if I lose it? I got to heal stuff before it even has a chance to break. You know, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like you're just so saturated in love and in beauty around someone who has a different pace than you. You're showing me a great deal of ambition, almost emotional focus that says, I need to take this further. What we have now is beautiful, but we need more. And it's emotional ambition that I haven't quite seen before. And it ties up to fears. I got to keep this going, and I want to keep it going. Honey, I think you're trying to fix something that's just not broken. I don't. You even have a hard time articulating over here. It's not an accusation, it's just the reading. Even you have a hard time articulating what it is that you want to fix or express, but it kind of plays there in the back of your mind while you're trying to remain open to the beauty that already exists. I don't want to take so much of this energy with me. It makes me feel insecure sometimes, and I don't want to be insecure. I can't always even see what the problem is. That's why you don't talk about it. It's like you don't know how to define it with words. It's like you don't know how to define it with words sometimes. That's why you can't go rushing in there to communicate it or fix it, because you don't know how to articulate it. You don't know how to articulate it because I think sometimes you get so overwhelmed with feeling that you end up taking off in different directions, because even to you it comes out weird, right? You have, it's like, am I doing enough? Am I showing enough? Am I demonstrating enough? Yes, you are. They're here with you. They're here with you. They recognize this fight and tension in you, but it's almost like they're used to it. So they recognize this struggle with you. It's like, oh, there's Gemini trying to demonstrate more, verbalize more, and you don't need to, honey. I love you. I'm here with you. But you have such a strong drive in you to push it further, push it further, push it further. We need more love. We need more demonstration of love. And you doubt yourself so critically. Am I showing enough? Am I doing enough? Oh, honey, bless you. Honey, let me tell you, you're putting a lot more thought and emotion into this than I see in a lot of long-term relationships. So that's quite something. And that's what you're saying. It's just, I love this situation, person, or commitment so much that sometimes I think you're terrified of losing it, or that you feel like you're not showing enough or doing enough. I would counter that yes, you are. Because when you're fluid, you're fluid. Everything feels right. Everything feels right. And that would, you know what? I just figured it out. Yeah, here we go. 34 minutes and I just figured it out. Well, that's what it's like to be me. Honey, do you see the extensiveness of your energy? Yeah, it took me a minute. As I say sometimes, it takes me a minute, but I get there. You're giving me so many pieces that don't quite connect, and you know that because even to you it doesn't make sense. That's what Spirit's little over here was. Found you. Fucking found you. Fucking found you. That's why they're pointing. I found you. Tried to confuse me. Well, you're confused, to be fair. But I found you. God dang it. It was right here at the very beginning. Remember Spirit's little sidebar, hey, nudge. Gemini, you're overdue for putting love into yourself. You're neglecting yourself. Some of you, your health hasn't been great. You haven't been sleeping very well. And I saw what looked like physical neglect of you. Literally love of yourself. And here's why. You're running around like crazy about this relationship. You're almost over it, borderline. I don't even know how to say this. I'm a triple Scorpio. I can't even find the words for this. Borderline overly emotional. And that's coming from me. Okay. And it's to the point that you cause unnecessary strain within you and your so-called contribution emotionally to this relationship, that you neglect yourself. That's what that is. Put some of that love into you. That's where your sense of insecurity comes from, baby. Not from this relationship, from which I can tell is golden. Your person sees you, they acknowledge you, they love you, they're there, they're passionate for you, they're crazy about you. They're even used to your little 5 of Wands system. Look, your person literally said, this is your person. You tuned on each other a long time. They literally said, oh, that's just Gemini. Being frustrated. That's just my person. That's what they do. They get themselves all worked up. I love them. That's my Gemini. That's all they told me about you. And you put so much emotion and attention into this relationship to the point that you neglect yourself. I don't see this person using you. I don't see them abusing you at all. This was attached to your sense of fear and insecurity multiple times, that you want to make sure this is secure. Honey, it's secure. They're right there with you. They're dedicated to you. It's like, I just want to make sure it's secure, Christina. I don't want to fuck this up. I just want to make sure it's secure. And so you neglect yourself in that process. I need you to put more of you into you, and then that will help assuage that sense of insecurity. And I don't mean insecurity as in you can't handle your shit, Gemini. Yes, you can. I'm talking about the insecurity that is born from that repeating thought. Okay, and this is what a sensitive person goes through. Am I doing enough? Someone who is thoughtful and who is sensitive thinks that all the time. So that's how you know you're not being selfish. That's all. And I don't think you mean to kick up so much of a fuss. I really don't. It's just, I think you are that Gemini who's plagued with that thought. Am I doing enough? And in so doing, you're trying to overfeed and heal a connection that doesn't need it. That's where the conflict is coming from. That's what you wanted to know, if it can fix that thing within you that says, I'm restless and I need to secure this. Honey, it's secure. It's there. It's thriving right here. And then once I went past this energy of Gemini, FYI, you need to put some love and security into yourself and take care of yourself. That's when things started to get really wackadoo. And that's when you're like, but I'm not doing enough. So I can't focus on me when I'm trying to say, honey, it's secure. They're right there with you. They love you. They seem to be aware of your process. They're like, oh, that's my Gemini. They love you. And I even asked, honey, what is your 5 of Wands? I gotta keep supporting my love. I gotta keep supporting my love. I have to keep supporting it. I have to keep supporting it. I have to keep supporting it. It's here. Typically, honey, in relationship readings, what I see is one person giving way too much and the other person not enough. I don't see this person attached to you being greedy. They accept you as you are, the way they are. You literally even tell me in your opening energy. So for anyone who's like, yeah, I know they're a narcissistic asshole, that's not who I'm looking at. Because this Gemini's energy openly contradicts that statement. This is someone who gives unconditional love. You feel it intuitively that this is a good thing, so you keep pulling them in. At first, maybe I thought that could be you. No, this person's already secure and they're thriving, and you love that energy in them. We need to put some focus on you. They're fine. They're fine. Honey, they're fine. They're fine. They love you. They love you. They're right there with you. They're crazy about you. You need to put some of that focus into you. It's overdue. I need you to sleep more or eat better or go back to the gym or something. Because you are putting so much energy into this that it's almost like you're overly supportive. You know? I see you trying to fix something that's not there. You're like, I need to get more. I need to make sure it's secure. Honey, it's secure. It's so funny. I typically see that imbalance of I'm giving too much, the other person takes, or, you know, I'm giving too much and they don't feel the same, but I keep giving to it anyway. And that's how you create resentment and that argument of narcissism. When somebody freely gives and they're not getting it back, then you create that chasm. And a lot of people call it narcissism. It's like, no, honey, check your actions. You're giving to someone who doesn't give back to you. That's a you problem. You got to stop doing that. I'm looking at a Gemini. If anything, you give a lot. For some reason, you feel like you have to, it's your job to constantly emotionally secure this thing. It's already secure. You know, like I'm going to, any problems that comes up, I'm going to plug them. That's it. Nope. In fact, you do pre-plugs. I don't know how else to explain it. It was so smooth. Okay, still understandable, complicated. I think you're overcomplicating the situation. I need you to put more of that love energy, that sense of respect and care into yourself, and that will help calm this down. Okay? When you feel more secure about you, you're going to see how the relationship that's already in play. It's already emotionally secure. So I need you to get secure with yourself. It's like, you know what it is? This is what it is. The Gemini I'm looking at says, if my relationship's secure, I'm secure. No, it all, like I said, it goes from within. If you are secure, you will see the security that already exists, I believe. Oh my. Show me the Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant. Show me the Hierophant. Like always, you gave me quite the head scratcher. So you are overthinking, honey. You're overthinking what's already here, because I don't want you, despite the fact that it gets all covered up, I don't want you to forget the baseline, the one that I rejoiced in for you. Your baseline is beautiful, so allow that to lead you, that opening energy that says, I can receive this beautiful energy because I contribute to it and so do they. And I love it, and they're here for me and I'm here for them. You even told me, I want to keep this going. I want to keep this going. Yeah, it's fine. So let it breathe. Let it breathe. It's a fine wine. Let it breathe. You. Put to that same level of contribution into you. You are neglecting yourself and driving yourself crazy in the process. Get secure with you, and then you can see what you already have. I want you to enjoy this, not freak out about it, you know? I want you to enjoy the richness, the emotional richness of this relationship / commitment. You're showing me that I need to stay on top of it. You don't need to, honey. Just let it breathe, okay? Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles. They see, your person sees the stress in you. They see the stress in you. They see the strain in you. They're there with you, but they see the stress and strain in you. They see how hard you're working, okay? And it's for a good reason. They see you as the King of Pentacles, I believe. They see your strain. They might have ID'd you as someone who is terribly resourceful, the responsible one, or the income earner. So everything you're doing here is in the name of love and for your relationship and to make sure everyone's happy. But it's also like, if you understood that you were happy and taking care of yourself too, you wouldn't be showing me so much stress surrounding a relationship that's otherwise there, unconditional, lovey-lovey. I'm here with you. I resolve things with you. I heal with you. Whenever there's problems, we take care of it. They see the stress and strain in you, and they often feel sad that you carry so much burden. And perhaps you are that person who is head of household. Perhaps you're that person who feels like it's all on me and I have to be responsible. They see you as a strong provider, but they also see you as the one who's largely responsible and strained for that reason. Okay? Ooh. Let me know if you're connecting to water. There they are again, the Six of Cups. Yes, they love you very much. It makes them sad, though. They say that you are so terribly strained. They wish that you would ease up and enjoy yourself some more. They worry about you. They worry about you. Your person literally worries about you. They do. They love you a great deal and they worry about you, but they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it, but they worry about you a lot. The Empress, this person, they just showed me the moon in active rejection of talking it. They're worried about you. They see your efforts. They see your efforts. They do. Okay. They see your efforts, and they are worried about you. They wish you weren't under so much strain, because as far as I can tell, they're telling me they're just fine, and they're happy with you. Okay? Okay, so, again, don't shoot yourself in the foot. All right? I think it's beautiful you put so much attention and energy into this relationship, into this commitment. You literally throw your best self in here, but at cost to you. So that's where it becomes unhealthy. That's the only time this kind of energy is so unhealthy. There's like this worry, fear in the back that we're not secure, but you don't want to talk about it. You feel like you're supposed to, but then you also feel like you pull it back because you feel like it comes from a place of insecurity. But you want to talk about it, but you can't. You feel that pressure, but you feel like you're not supposed to feel that pressure. That's what happens when we neglect ourselves. When you know your worth, honey, and you put more care, time, and attention into you, that will alleviate this person's concern for you and how weird you're doing. And also, it will allow you to see what you have, and you will feel secure by extension. I want you to secure you first. You have so much beautiful love in you. You do. And when I'm telling you, I'm looking at Gemini who is like, I need to drive it further. You don't need to drive nothing. This thing is already running of its own accord. And yes, it has to be maintained by two people. And your person's over there worried about you, but they feel like they're not supposed to talk about it. You know? Let's see that shared energy, please. You two are quite extensive. You two have known each other a long time. These are not a Gemini and whoever that met a couple weeks ago. You two know each other. They're so used to you, but they're also kind of playing after your tune. You don't talk about this because you know in some way in the back of your Gemini mind it's coming from a place of insecurity. So you overcompensate with huge amounts of love. You get me? They're like, they know you have that frustration in you. And they've probably tried to talk about it, but then they choose not to. They kind of privately are worried about you. As it relates to this, is my Gemini taking care of themselves? Because I don't think they are. You know, that Gemini is always so focused on us and opportunities, and do they ever get enough rest? Other than that, you know, you almost had me fooled, honey. Between this and this, I'm like, oh my God, Gemini's going to give me a cakewalk today. Yay. Fuck no, you didn't. Even when you're happy, you still can't. Excuse me. And you are. It's almost like you're so happy you don't fucking trust it. Gemini. You kill me, Smalls. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. Oh my God. It's like I'm so happy I don't even know. Oh, bless you, honey. What are we going to do with you? What are you going to do with you? And I don't mean that disparagingly. Some of my best friends and people I've known for the longest time are Gemini. You know, brilliant insight. And that flexibility of thinking that is admirable, and everybody should know at some point in their life. I should hope so. Being a fixed sign, it's really hard for me to have flexibility of mind and heart, you know? So when a Gemini, if you're so fortunate as to have a very strong Gemini influence in your life, be appreciative. They can point things out to you and show things to you that I promise you would not have occurred to you. But that can work up against you. All signs have pros and cons. So if that's your pro, it's also your con. You can overly complicate things just as much as you can make sense of them. Mark my words. You have a prawn, you got a con. You got a pro, you got a con. Sorry, it's been a long day. And that's it. So I don't want you to overly complicate this. If you put more care, love, and attention to you, you would become more secure with yourself, and then thus the situation. All right? Some of that King of Swords, please. And it's a freaking beautiful situation. It's a beautiful relationship. All right. You have determined. There's your heart space again. You have such a determined heart in you, and it's beautiful, and it wants to move forward to the point that it's obsessed. With the Five of Cups, you have a Seven of Swords. That's just it. You have a sadness in you. Five of Cups and disappointments. that you try to sneak away from the Seven of Swords. There's pain in you that you try not to look at or address. There's so much fear of disappointment in you when I'm telling you things are moving forward in a certain way. And that's what I'm saying. It's like you really don't want to show this person the fear and or sadness that's in your heart. It's like you want to be happy and at front and attention at all times. And I'm telling you, honey, I just want you to slow down. I want you to slow down and allow the natural love that is between you two to move forward of its own steam. You're providing steam and so are they. But here's the thing. I'm not seeing much of their energy because you are supplying so much of it when you don't need to. I don't want you to fix what ain't broke. I'm telling you. It's like you try to prevent stuff before it even happens. Let's fix it before there's even a problem. I need more. I need to secure more. And that's coming from that word of security. I need you to get more secure with you. Take care of you. Put some of that energy into you, and then you will see, rather feel, what's already here. And you have a lot here, and it's beautiful. So calm the hell down. And that's coming from me. Okay. I know, people hate that phrase. I do too. You ever know somebody a long time and they say, and you having a moment, you're having a real human moment. You lost your shit, God forbid. You have a real moment. You have a real moment. Anger, frustration. And somebody that you know and should know better says, calm down. What is your first reaction? It's the opposite of calm down. So when I'm telling you to calm down, it's out of respect. You hyper-react to this. And I know it comes from a place of I need to make sure my relationship is secure, baby. It's secure. It's secure. It really is. Put some of that stuff into you. And it's good stuff, honey. You're packing good energy. Put it into you too. The more secure you are with you, the more you will see that this is okay. And I know where it comes from. Right here, I'm not going to dig into the past. I'm more interested in the forward momentum of your heart space. So are you, actually. But I see where it comes from. Fear of rejection. Fear of emotional loss. You're trying to prevent cups from being lost before they've even had a chance to tip over, honey. Okay. A big part of your fear is, what if I emotionally lose this? And that's why you're doing what you're doing. Security. You get secure with you. Take care of you. Then you'll see what you have and not what you don't. This is unnecessary fear. I'm not saying it's not without precedence. No doubt. You know, if I'm looking at the past, I'm going to see a Gemini who's been hurt. God knows how many times. You were in relationships that you really thought would work out, but they didn't. Emotional abandonment. Specifically emotional abandonment of the past. You try not to allow that. You try not to think about that. It's not going to happen. It's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not going to happen. This person's in here with you. That's why you think you can't talk about it. You feel like this represents too much of your insecurity, and especially if they see you as the provider or the head of household, you feel like you can't talk about those insecurities. Am I right? See, I get you. Takes me a minute. And I will come back around several circles, several times. But eventually, I will get there. I don't care how complicated you are. I'm going to get it. Your last one put me through the paces. Your last one put me through the paces. And this is a different level of paces, honey. This is a different level. This is a different relationship. This one that's been established. Even your you'd said this would be your year. This would be your year where you would stop that complicated crap and that you would focus more on you. You need to. You are correct. Even Spirit told you, honey, you're overdue. Okay? They don't want your insecurities to run away. And I get where they're coming from. I get where they're born. You got the real deal. You've got a good thing here. Relax. Relax, honey. See, there's that fucking fight again. God dang it. That's pissing me off. That's Two of Cups, but the love is there. You know this, honey. You know this. You know this. You know this. You told me I'm determined to have emotional harmony, and I'm going to cut that self-inflicted fight out. I'm going to do it. Then do it. You've told me multiple times. Even your person said, oh, that's my Gemini. They're always in conflict with themselves. I love them. That's my Gemini. That's what they said. That's all you allow them to say. Your energy is all over this. Breathe. I need you to breathe. Your person's there. They're committed to you. They love you. They have unconditional love for you. They're turned on by you. Breathe. All right? I get it. You feel like you cannot express your insecurities. You're terrified of losing cups before. It's not happening here. It's not. And you know it. And that's the reason why you want that conflict to die. You want that fear to die. You want the conflict within you to die. There you are looking at it again. Like, seriously, you want to... This is why we look at it. Because you know at the end of the day, the love remains. There it is again. You know. You know. And this is why I was very curious about that Five of Wands. And I had a very strong inclination that it was coming from the inside, not the outside. And like, this is coming from within you. And it is. And you know it. That's why you want it to get cut out. This whole thing. I should be able to love and enjoy this relationship now. I shouldn't always be so afraid and that I always have to stay on top of everything and that I'm always having to supply all this emotional energy. You're doing enough. I promise you the love is there. It remains. I don't see you as arguing with this person. I see you as arguing with yourself about stuff you feel you can't. That's all this mess is. I have something in me that I want to express, but I don't feel like I should. Because it stems from a place of insecurity. You are correct. That doesn't mean you can't talk about it. No. In fact, you should talk about insecurities. You know why? Because everybody's got one. Even your Empress over here, who in your estimation is your soul bond. You love them. You want to heal. You want peace. You want time. You want more. You want more. They love you. You love them. Oh my God, everybody's loving everybody. This person who is so beautiful and unconditional and passionate. Okay, you like it, you love it, you want more of it. If they are truly your unconditional love partner, then you should be able to talk to them about that conflict that resides in you. You know, and they'll be like, is that what's going on with you? Gemini, you know, like, we're together, right? Like, and it's kind of like you don't want to hear that, or you didn't want them to know how deep your fear was going. Oh, honey. Oh, my goodness, you silly. I don't mean silly. See, there it is. You pride, though. You got that pride, though, in you, don't you? I feel like I'm reading a masculine Gemini today. You do not have to be a man. You could be a Gemini as female and have very strong masculine energy, and you feel like you can't talk about these things. I want you to relax, baby. This person says they're here. They're here, they're with you, and they are familiar with your process to some extent, but what you don't know is that they actually worry about you quite a bit. They do. They worry about you quite a bit. They know that you have things on your mind you don't talk about and you feel like you can't, but you want to. I want you to. Like I said, if they are truly have that much unconditional love for you and they really are the person in your life, you should be able to talk to them about that insecurity stuff and not feel like you have to keep it in you. Okay? Then they will listen. See? Yeah, you've thought about it before. You showed me the Knight of Swords several times. That's exactly what I'd like to do, Christina. Show me that strength, please. Show me that strength, please. I see everybody here, so I don't see the point. I don't see the point. But we'll do it anyway. So, Virgo, Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, Sagittarius, Scorpio. Yeah, Pisces. Yeah. You, of course. Cancer. I said that. A lot of repeating energies in here. All very dominant. All very sincere. And I've seen natural insecurities too, but have accumulated way too much. To the point that you neglect yourself. That's why I have a problem. So by all means, love your person in as much as you smother them to death with your love. Well, don't do that. But you know what I mean. You can just smother them with your love. But not to the point where you don't feel secure, and that's why you're smothering so much, or giving so much, or I can't stop working or contributing so much, that kind of thing, okay? I mean, some of you are very neglectful of your downtime and your personal care. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Show me strength, please. Yeah, this is something, that kind of insecurity. I mean, you, as far as I can tell, you landed a good fish, okay? I feel like you landed a good fish, and that's one of the things that fucks with you. Like, because all you've known prior to this relationship is garbage. Stuff that was based in fear and insecurity, and it was overdue that you corrected that. And now you have someone who's the opposite of that, and it still provokes all your worst fears. That's because it's unaddressed. You got a good fish. You do. But your energy runs around all over this person. Trying to secure it, trying to secure it, trying to secure it, and that's coming from insecurity. Okay? Otherwise, you're a lovely Gemini. You are a lovely Gemini with good intentions and a big heart. But I think you do more than your fair share at your cost to you. I don't see a taker. I don't see a selfish asshole. They're in here with you, and in fact, they're concerned about you. They know there's things you don't talk about. So yeah, anyone who's like, this Gemini this and this Gemini that, I'm not talking to you. I'm not interested. Okay, be careful with your comments. I don't care. So you take what resonates, you leave what does not. Cross watchers, same. Reverse energies as it applies. We're going to be respectful in the comments. I'm talking about a very established relationship. Okay, the High Priestess, Page of Pentacles. Okay, Death, I don't want that to scare you. Again, heavy Scorpio energy here today, as well as Leo. There's that intuition. The thing is that here, when it comes to this love person, your intuition's on point. And when you stop listening to yourself, I told you, didn't I tell you? When you listen to yourself, your energy's like this. When you don't listen to yourself, your energy gets all jacked up and fucked up. Quote me. So you can quote me. You can quote me. When you stop feeling your intuition, that's when things get all fucked up for you. Okay. About what's really going on here, the reality. It's like, I see you trying to fix things that aren't even broken, honey. Okay. You have to have the strength to shut the fear down. You have to have the strength to address the fear before you can shut it down. You have to address it. To really, you got that King, Queen of Swords, you keep whipping it out. I know what the problem is, Christina. I know what the problem is, Christina. Do you? So maybe let's translate that Five of Wands from inner conflict to internal fear. I think you got a good fish here. I have every reason to believe you do. And you do too. You know you do. You light the fuck up like 4th of July with this person, and they love you too. They throw it right back at you. And that's why it kind of freaks you out. It's like, how could it be this good? I've never known this kind of good before. Everything before this was crap. I always kind of expected to be hurt, but I'm trying not to let that fear to drive my heart space. It is. It is. And you're doing your level best to not show it, to demonstrate it. I need you to get back into that space of intuition and heal thyself. Heal thyself. You know, this is one of the reasons why you don't talk to them about this. You know it's coming from a place of fear. They know you're not like anyone they've met either. That's why they're with you. Did that occur to you? They're committed to you because you're not like anyone else they've met. They probably had their fair share of assholes too. And you see them as being so lovely and powerful. But when you stop listening to your intuition, honey, you got problems. That's when things start to go whack. All right? Judgment. Exactly. Ace of Swords. It's an overdue truth that you have been blocking. Case in fucking point. Again, I'm not picking on you. You have beautiful energy. You do. You're in that one of those very rare cases where you love your person in this situation so much, it's almost like you're trying to compensate for past relationships. Okay? And it comes from that space of, I need to secure this. I can't let it exit. I need to secure this. I'm not saying you feel possessive. I'm not saying like you feel like you own this. That devil energy I saw, it was always attached to the heart space. I got to move it forward. I need more love. I need more love. I can't let the love falter. We can't let it die. We can't let it deflate. We can't let it change. In fact, we need more of it. And it's an overdue truth that you have been blocking for a long time. So it's not so much this. I know that's what you think it is. It's a kind of inexplicable internal conflict that you can't really define. That's what you think it is. In reality, it comes from a place of insecurity. Because you've been fucked around, you've lost cups, you've lost major relationships, they didn't stick around like they said they would, and now you got something the exact opposite of that. It's secure, it's in here with you, in fact it's concerned about you quite a bit. And it's not like the fight that you've known in the past, and so it's kind of triggering those insecurities of, I might lose this. I might lose this. What do I do to prevent that? This person's not looking for prevention. They're in here with you. They love you. You've only shown me that they're your Empress multiple times. And that they've been with you a long time. 6 of Cups. So much so that they're used to you. Well, that's my Gemini. But on the inside, their energy runs a little deeper and concerned for you. They're aware of this. What I don't think they're aware of is that you feel the constant need to secure something that's already secure. I can see why you feel frustrated, but it's really not anger. Everything's going to be fine, Gemini. You just need to acknowledge the truth. That's it. That's it. Otherwise, you're fucking golden. You're in somebody, man, you're in here with somebody who loves you, has a very high regard for you. They see how much you work. They see how much you love them. I think they just want you to calm down and take care of yourself a little more, because they can't make you, you know? They can't make you. Somebody will be like, Gemini, honey, I really think you should, I think you should take better care of yourself. I think you should take more time to yourself. I think you should take some time off. I think you should exercise more, eat right. You can tell it to somebody, but you can't make them do it. They want you to. And if you started doing the things, you invested that stuff into you, you would start to see the landscape of what your relationship really is. And that is, it's secure. It's secure, honey. It's secure. It's so beautifully and simply. I was like, no way. Gemini's going to give me a straightforward reading. What? Nope. Honey, even when it's beautiful, you're like, but it's still complicated, though. It can be beautiful, Christina, but it's still complicated. I mean, it's my complicated. What do you expect from Gemini? Yeah, like I said, this person's response to you is just like my response to you is right now. That's my Gemini. That's my Gemini. There you go. That's my Gemini. That's you. That's my collective, honey. That's who you are. But yeah, no, seriously, though, I need you to put more into yourself. And when you did that, when you see that you are also worth your time, energy, and effort and consideration of self-love, the more you will see what's already here. Okay? And allow it to flow. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. There's that 7 of Cups again. 4 Swords. I want you to rest on what it is that you're manifesting. Are you really trying to manifest more love for an already loving situation? Or do you need to manifest more love for you? I want you to take a rest on that. That's an excellent point, Spirit. Thank you very much. Do you really need to manifest more love in a situation that's already there, or is it you that you need to put more love, consideration, and attention into? You need to invest more in your downtime, your 4 Swords, your quiet time, your meditation, your kind of mental relaxedness, your emotional relaxedness. Okay? That's an excellent point. 8 of Wands. Communicate it. Make it happen. The Wheel of Fortune. Yes, exactly. I need you to start communicating active changes for yourself so your person can support you. They know there's stuff that you don't talk about and they are concerned about you. I want you to open up that line of communication, talk about what we've been talking about today so that you can actively make space for positive change and that you can get the support that you need. Because you're not, here's what it is, honey. You have a wealth of emotional support, but you're not taking withdrawals. You see what I'm saying? Like you have a bank, a savings account with this person on emotional support that you're not tapping, but you're like deposit, 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 deposit. You are depositing heavy amounts of emotional quality in this relationship without taking any of the benefits from it. So it's time for you to draw on that. And by that, I mean talk to your person about what you are fearing, what you are experiencing, so they can emotionally support you. Okay? You made a lot of deposits in this relationship. It's time to start drawing on it. And if this person, like I said, is such a 10 of Cups, they're a 10 of Cups, they're a Knight of Cups, they're the Empress in your eyes, this is someone whom we love, this could be, etc., etc., then they're going to be like, cash out, cash out, cash out, emotional support, emotional support, emotional. Honey, I've been wanting to do this like forever, and you never let me. You see what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. The Chariot, I know you have such big love in you. I know, and you really want to move this forward, and honey, it is. It is. Allow it to breathe. Okay? There you go. Okay. I know. 7 to 8 months for some reason might be important, specifically this upcoming summer. Specifically this upcoming summer. And please be aware that the reason the other cups didn't work out was for a good reason. They weren't supposed to. Don't carry them with you. That's the whole point of leaving them behind. Okay? You got a good fish here. You got a nice big cup. It's time for you to start taking draws on it. But yeah, this upcoming summer, by the way, there might be a lot of emotional vitality here between you and your person, some sort of celebration around the summertime, I do believe. That could be anything from an anniversary marker. Let's see, your birthday is, I do this every time, late May to late June, so that hits us into about summertime as well. So there might be some rejuvenation energy around your birthday, specifically Cancer season. The 19th, for some reason, might be important. The 10th, the 18th, the 7th. Yeah, 18, heavy 18 energy here. So that's Piscean. Doesn't have to be. Some of you might have some strong Piscean energy in your chart. Let's see. No, that was over here. Which would explain some of you feel the need to conceal some of your fears and anxieties. So do pay attention to that. For some of you, might have a more honest conversation of the pain and things that you experience and the fears and the stress around that time as well. I already gave you the big dates. Okay. Okay. I think that's enough. Let's see here. I just don't want to... I knew I was going to see the realness for you, honey. You always give me the realness. You always do. But your baseline is fantastic. And the clarifiers, your baseline is the reality. The clarifiers give me a deeper idea of reality. Your reality goes very deep, but unnecessarily in several directions. Put some of that focus on you, okay? And then you'll be able to experience this relationship the way you're supposed to. You wanted the big fish. You wanted the consistent person in your life. You wanted the big love. You got it. So fucking enjoy it. Okay? Allow yourself to enjoy it. It takes two. And I see that you give a lot to this, but you're afraid to take from it. Part of having a healthy, loving relationship is that you receive that emotional support too. Confidence is your key to success. Some of you have very strong Leo as well as Taurus in your chart. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Communication is key. That's you. New moon in Gemini. There might be, again, some critical energy around first Taurus, you, Leo season. But confidence, have confidence in yourself. Your dreams need a practical plan. There's some of you that really want to push forward. I kept saying that. Some of you really want to push forward in your material world. You're going to need practical plans surrounding that. Some of you equate emotional happiness in this relationship with material success. If you believe that's true, okay, that's fine. You know, a lot of people are like, well, if I want a happy family, I have to make sure it's very financially secure. If that's a goal, you're going to have to put more practical plans in place if you want to expand. But for the most part, you are emotionally rich, and I want you to take from that. I do. Okay? And I need you to open up communication. A win-win outcome, full moon in Libra. The answers you need are coming. Also full moon in Gemini. Somebody had double Gemini as well. Oh, it was Aquarius. A win-win outcome is in the forecast. You will do right by you and in the situation. Give yourself more balance, literally, in consideration of thyself. Okay? All right, let's pull some charms. All right. I know I'm going to get a lot of assholey comments this time. You keep repeating yourself. Do you see how complex this was? Honey, I need to repeat myself to stay on top of this. I needed to repeat myself just so I could make sense of it. You understand? Dragonfly, confirmation of strong change. Okay. The hot air balloon, rising high into the sky to look down below to see the proof of our efforts, the results. That's what I'm saying. Take more time to yourself and get a higher level of perspective. J, G. Oh, big heart. Yes, I know. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. A, N, the rocking horse, going back and forth, the anxiety of our thoughts over and over again. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that. All right. We need to alleviate some of that, going over and over our thoughts again. You know, somebody has a distinct fear in their heart about the insecurity here. Of course, I'm heavily pointing to you. I'm not saying it's a fault. I'm saying you have a lot of wealth in your life, and it's one of those things you want to keep going at all costs. And I just want you to take a look at that and see where that comes from. All right, so this is a very specific reading today. I don't know who it's applying to, but I have two people here who know each other very well, and they love each other very much. And somebody worries unnecessarily. But I see where it's coming from, so I can't say it's not valid. Of course it's valid. Somebody's really experiencing this to the point of stress and self-neglect. You know, so I just want you to take that into account, honey, that everything's looking good. Everything is okay if you allow it to be. Sometimes you feel very insecure about this relationship, like it's too good to be true. And so you kind of have a very strong reaction in that respect. Okay. So allow it to be what it is, and I want you to enjoy it too. That's the whole point of being in a relationship, right? Is that you have someone to share it with, to enjoy it with, so allow yourself to. It's there, take it, it's yours. It's yours. It's beautiful. And if it doesn't match this, if you are dealing with somebody who doesn't give back, they act like they don't give a shit, they don't express their feelings, they don't express their passion, they act like they could give or take it, or they're constantly rushing in and out, and they give you half-assed energy and half-assed results, I'm not talking to you. I'm not. Why would you cross-watch that person? That means you shouldn't give a fuck anymore. Or if you're in that situation, what are you going to do about it? But that's not what I saw today. It was complex, but it didn't need to be, Gemini. It didn't need to be. These are two people who love each other like crazy. Okay. That's enough. And then they back it up. You prove it. Proof is in the pudding. You can either prove that you love somebody, have passionate drive for them, or you can't. You've more than demonstrated it. If your person wasn't giving it back to you, I'd be terribly, terribly concerned. I'd be terribly concerned. But as far as I can see, they do, and they worry about you. Okay? That's who I'm speaking to today. All right, that's enough. Put in the comments as you see fit, honey. I'll see you in a couple weeks, and that should be the Intimate Tarot Reads. You guys, take care. Be well.